In front of him on the UAV, so this is going to be the last person alive for team number 23, and he has to make his way.
Oh my God! What is going on? He just got
wrecked by the red zone. Looking at M07S, he is going to be looking through the horizon, and okay, he is going to be able to spot out one of these players, and he might just be able to go for the kill, but no, he goes for the hip fire. And right here, the guy who actually got the knockdown is going to be getting killed by them instead. Okay, that was a really sad way to go, because team number 6, one of their players was actually hiding behind them.
He's actually spotting about 3 people out there. Why is he not taking a shot? Oh my God, he did not spot that. And another time we are going to see the car blast off courtesy of team number 40. Anytime soon, as they are going to enter the area of team number 10 and 16, as we are going to see Naren knocking out one more guy out there, as there is another guy out there and he is spotting him down. Is he aiming for the head at the moment? I think he's just close side. While we see team number 16 just entering into the zone, as they are going to spot out team number 10 and they are going all out aggressive on them. But I think they are going back or actually proning around. He does not care. And meanwhile, we're going to be looking at team number 11 right here. Abhijit, he is going to be knocked out. Oh, there's going to be another guy from his team getting knocked out there, as Jats is going to take down the people out there. As we are in the middle, they're quite safe into the zone, so I don't think.
And team number 16 actually has an advantage because they have that little bit of a ledge over there.
We are going to see just 7 people out here with just 3 teams in contention. As we are going to see Naren trying to take down both the people from team number 12. He takes down one, but he is not able to take down the other guy, as he spots out one person from team number 25 and he is going for it with his Mini 14 and his scope out there. He's going to knock him out, I guess, because the zone is going to come in. That's going to take him down. And there you go, just three teams into this, and the zone is moving in right now and are from team number 12. So that is going to probably slow down.
And look at Naren right here. I don't think he has a good idea of where the shot is going to be coming from. So he's just going to be throwing it down that smoke and tries to revive his teammate, because there is still chance for him to save his friend. And we are going to be looking at team number 16. It seems as though even though they have the numbers advantage, just because they have the high ground, and they will not actually be able to spot out these people who are going to be going prone on the grass, because the higher you get, the more it blends with that. And let's look at the Dakshada right here. He has an M4 and
I don't think it's going to help him out, as we are going to see the winners. It is going to be them, and what a game that was. Team HR were victorious in this, and that was it was a damn squib in the last 2 rounds, I guess. But they are going to go, as we are going to switch into action over here. We're going to see Sid right now trying to take out one of team number 6 player, and we actually see one more guy going out there, and that is going to be the end of team number 21.
Right here, and it seems as though Liquid is kind of in a really good position right now.
But we are going to see Assassin as well as Captain Zadarva 09 who are going to get knocked out at the moment, as we are going to see one more person from team number 15 who happens to be the last person, I guess, who is going to go down in about any time right now. But no, there is another guy waiting for him, as we actually see both the people from team number 15 out there, and I think Liquid Ready has a really good angle, but no, he gets taken down there by one more person out there, and that could be potentially the end for Liquid Ready's run at the moment. I think
looking at one more player from the side of team number 17 actually getting knocked out. Wow, Denise from team number 25, he is going to be getting driven by, and he is going to get knocked out.
Angelo with his M4, with his Carl, and trying to call it out, as we are going to see a fight between team number 8 and team number 19. We see one knockout coming out there in the form of Shivam Rathore, who is going to take down one of their players, as one of his teammates are knocked out as well. So we are going to see Senpai Blank, who is making a revive, as it's actually one person down for both these teams, one of them being knocked out at the moment.
And you know what? In this situation, this is actually the perfect time for one of these players to actually lob down one of these grenades.
Oh, but the Molly coming in. But the Molly coming in actually doing a lot of damage to a couple of their players from team number 8. And the nade being cooked out there from Senpai is going to take one of them down. One more guy who is going to get knocked down. And just when I was talking about the usage of nades and utilities in the previous game, we're going to see a lot of them coming out there. And he is going to take down one person. What is
ahead? And he is going to be getting that vehicle right here. Meanwhile,
are we going to see another kill out there? The nade is going to knock out one of team number 12's player as his teammate Avinash is going to go and try to revive him. And can we actually see another kill out there? But no, he's going to get tagged out there from one of the nades coming out there from his opponent. And we are going to see a lot of tags. Another nade coming out. Is he going to fall down? No, he just escapes that as the revive is being made out there from one of their teammates onto another. But
in the same position, so he needs to be careful. Well, I guess, okay, we are going to be looking at team number 23's Bhairav Narayan. He is going to be knocked out by the grenade, and we are going to be looking at Avinash right here from team number 12. He is going to be making his way inside. He has an M4 with an extended mag, so that is a lot of bullets to be fired. And team number 23, they are getting cooked in this building like grilled chicken.
He's a couple of times, so that's not really going to work out for them as the new zone is going to come. Crispy is going to go for the revive right now, but I don't think that is going to be the case as
they may have just got a kill. But you know what?
But look at this. Look at this. We are going to see team number 9 and 6 fighting it out. The zone from this point of view will be going down really slow, and we are going to see a fight between team number 1 and 5, something which I was expecting a long time ago.
Saurabh Moria from team number 5.
And towards the right is going to be team number 12, but mind you, these are the people who actually cleared out an entire team just with the help of nades and without even shooting a bullet. And that is something which actually shows them, us just some part of the moment, as we are going to see a lot of people getting a lot of damage out there because of the play zone. But it's going to be Bhaumik who is going to get taken down there by one of the players from team number 24, but he gets taken down in a trade, and that is going to leave us with at least one of them going down, because I think team number 12 is going to get Uday out there, but the smoke's coming out there. Probably they wanted to play it really.
And you know what? Coming in from the smoke, you won't be able to notice if a guy with a ghillie suit is going to be crawling.
We are going to see team number 6's players also getting knocked down. We see a couple of guys getting knocked down by team number 6's, team number 7's player as he gets traded out as well, and the zone is going to come. We see 3 people knocked down. A lot of crucial time, which is going to take him down. Oh, that actually takes him down. What a sad moment for team number 6.
And which are going to be lost at that.
We are going to see a fight between team number 12 and 25. Let's actually see what he has in store, because one of team number 25 players is going to get knocked on the top. Is going to, oh my god, what a game this is going. It's going to be Desi Shroud who is going to get the chicken dinner for his team, and 84. These were the guys who I was telling you and who we all witnessed that
the grenades,
exactly.
Grenades getting thrown by 84. That just got them that kill in that little building skirmish that we saw previously. And you know what? He played it perfectly. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Old Bear, also known as Siddharth Prashant, and joining me again this evening,
this is Tango, also known as Sriram Shal. We welcome you to the official stream of the OPPO F9 Pro PUBG Mobile Campus Championship 2018.
And you know what? OPPO F9 Pro is one of the best phones to actually play PUBG Mobile, and we are going to be giving away 2 of these beautiful mobile phones throughout the stream. So all you have to do is hit the subscribe button, like and share this video, and comment down below. I repeat, exclamatory mark PUBG Mobile. I'll say it again, exclamatory mark PUBG Mobile in all caps. And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, the stream highlight that we just saw, it seemed as though yesterday's games were really eventful, and especially the moment of, you know, getting one team with just nades.
I mean, yes, yesterday's stream was really eventful, I would say. We experienced a lot of first in that stream. We actually saw a lot of nade kills coming out there, and for the first time we actually saw a team wiping out another right on the point blank distance with a barrage of nades, and that is one of the many things which are yet to happen, I would say, because this is actually the first time we actually witnessed something like that. And both the games were pretty eventful. The last two zones took a lot of people as well, so on the whole, it was a really eventful stream yesterday, because
it was a really fun stream. The only thing which is going to be bothering me right now is the fact that we have not yet seen a crossbow kill. And you know what? A crossbow kill was a potential thing which could have happened yesterday, but sadly it did not. It was kind of uneventful at that point.
I mean, yes, I guess you are talking about the squad which landed on Primorsk and went for a crossbow as well as DP28. I mean, it was pretty close.
Landing in Primorsk itself is, an adventure by itself. But then they decided, okay, let's just go ahead with a crossbow. So, people be crazy, man. People be crazy. But you know what? If you guys think in this stream we are going to be looking at a kill which is going to happen through a crossbow, do leave a comment down below. Just engage in chat. Just have some fun, and also let other people know that this mobile tournament, this PUBG Mobile Esport tournament, is one of the biggest 50 lakh prize pool. And you know what?
I mean, yes, I think we haven't witnessed anything as much as this for a mobile game, and I would really think this is a huge opportunity for all the college students out here, because this one's exclusively for them. So I really think that this tournament is going to, make sure we are going to find a lot of people who are going to be talented enough to make it to the grand final. And for that, I would say that would, I would just credit that to the people who are watching it right now. A huge shout out to all you guys for making this happen, because without you, this wouldn't have been possible. And, I would also give a shout out to our sponsors, OPPO, for getting this, making this happen, as well as getting these two beautiful phones for all of you guys every day through these streams. So, like my friend just said, if you actually want to get this phone by today, all you have to do is just get down to the comment section, keep spamming it. Just type exclamatory mark PUBG Mobile, all in caps, to win one of these phones every hour throughout the stream.
And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, we are going to be looking at the lobby screen as the players are going to join. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have all the people joining into the lobby, and let's actually take this time to talk about how huge of an opportunity this is for college students, because when I was in college, I really did not have an opportunity to potentially earn this much money. I mean, 50 lakhs is a lot of money, and the ones who are going to be winning this tournament, they are going to be getting the lion's share. When I was in college, I was getting, let's say, 100 rupees a day, and that was,
I mean, yes.
That was hoping for much.
At that point of time, we really didn't have a lot of tournaments like these, and it's actually growing out pretty well. And given that we have a lot of people who use mobiles for all their gaming purposes, so I think this is a really good opportunity for all the people who are participating in this tournament. And we actually wish good luck for everyone who's taking part in this. And I'm really, quite pumped up to see who is going to get this chicken dinner. So I really think that we should be getting into the game anytime soon. So I'm just going to leave it to you guys. We will be back with live action coming out there for the first game of this stream in, a couple of minutes as we come back for the live feed. And ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the stream. We are here for the first game of today's stream of the OPPO F9 Pro PUBG Mobile Campus Championship 2018.
And you know what, ladies and gentlemen, don't beat yourself up because you have not gotten the opportunity to participate in this tournament, because we will be doing a lot of these mobile tournaments coming up. So all you have to do is, get yourself a mobile phone capable of playing this game. And talking about mobile phones which are capable, we'll talk about the OPPO F9 Pro, because this is one of the most premium phones you can get for this price range, with its 6.3-inch screen and its 3.5K mAh battery.
I mean, yes, you could just want to go on to the shops and try to buy it, or you can just win it by the giveaway, like we just said some time back. So just keep spamming in the comment section with, the exclamation mark PUBG Mobile all in caps, so that you could win one of these phones today, as we have 2 of them for today's stream. As we are heading back into the game, we actually see the plane route going from Georgia Paul all the way up to Novo. So this is going to be something like a containers to containers plane route right now, as we are looking at all the skins which the people have from the Royale Pass.
I mean, you look at the red plane right now, and that is courtesy to Hydra X Thanos. Okay, that is, a little bit of a Marvel reference coming in over there. And if you haven't heard of Marvel, I don't know what you're doing, living under Pluto or under a rock or something. But we are going to be getting into the game right now, as we are going to be looking at team number 6. They have landed smack right down in the middle of the flight path, and I guess they are going to be getting towards farm right now. And
no,
yes, they are.
They are actually going towards farm, so I'm really surprised, because we still have about team number 22, as well as a lot of teams going into Milta, as well as to the southern part of farm. So I'm really surprised what is going to go on right now, as we actually see team number 21 going all the way to military base, and team number 13, as well as team number 3, I guess, they are making their way on to Novo.
And you know what? This is a really surprising thing, that the fact that team number 17 has actually landed in Zarki. And Zarki is a completely isolated village. It's like Antarctica for Earth. I mean, nobody really goes there for any good reason, but it seems as though team number 17 have decided to go there. And I do believe that Zarki can provide your team with enough starting loot, but then again, you'll have to take some fights at least to get yourself those next tier of weapons.
I really don't think so, because I actually feel that landing in Zarki is going to actually prolong their stay into this game, because literally there is nobody quite in the vicinity of Zarki at the moment, as that is actually going to give them some vital points heading into this game. Probably they are not going to die first, and that is what they are looking for, I guess, because every team is going to come with a different strategy while getting in to this game. So I think team number 6 want to play it really safe, probably will want to prolong their stay into this map. So I guess that's actually smart play coming out there from them. Probably they can go on to Georgia Paul, towards the northern side of Georgia Paul where the apartments are, and probably they can pick up a fight there as well, as we are going to see team number 10's Asif Bond also with his teammates right near Ferry Pier, while we actually see team number 7 in the close vicinity out there. We can actually expect a fight anytime between both these teams out here at Ferry Pier.
And these are not the only teams which have landed in close proximity. As we previously saw, the team which did land in farm also had a team in contention at that area. So we might just see people dropping like flies anytime soon. I guess it's just a matter of time as who gets the weapon and gets confident enough to go for the kill.
Oh, but I think there is going to be a skirmish between team number 12 and team number 1, as we actually see one of team number 12's player is going to knock out Wajid Mohammed at there, as Ijaz Wadu is getting shot there by one of team number 1's teammates. So I guess this can go either way, because one of team number 12's players are going to go down anytime soon. But no, they actually try to take down the other person from team number 1. That is going to leave Sanjeev Singh all but alone out there, as we are going to see a fight between team number 10 and 7, just like how I had told you right about seconds ago, as we are going to see Asif Bond spotting about 3 people out there from team number 7 and managing to do a lot of damage to a couple of guys from their team. So it's just about time where we are going to see a fatality out here, as we actually see Asif Bond and his teammate right onto the first floor of that building, trying to play it safe and trying to look out where team number 7's players are going to go down.
And this is quite a pickle of a situation, but then again, it seems as though team number 10 do have that advantage with those close range weapons. the UMP especially coming in from Asibond. And you know what, the UMP is quite a devastating weapon in close range because you can just go for the hip fire, and I'm pretty sure that if you keep moving, the recoil also does not matter if you are in close range.
But I feel the advantage which he has with the UMP, which he currently holds, is that he's also got an extended mag out there, so that's going to give you about 10 more bullets out there. That's going to give you about 40 bullets in total. So it's not really going to help your opponents while they are coming into the line of fire, as the spray is going to help them out. As we actually see team number 7's Joy getting getting knocked out there from team number 10's player, and now he is surrounded, and that's the end of Joy out there, while his teammate is going to be the last man surviving from team number 7, as team number 10's players are actually trying to spot out where the last guy from team number 7 is.
And it seems as though the last player decided to forsake his teammate. Actually, there are 2 more people from team number 7 alive, and we're going to be looking at Indian Deadshot right here, and he is going to be going towards, it seems as though one of their players actually got knocked out. And Indian Deadshot, he is going to be having those 2 shotguns right there, and he is going to be going for those loot, and he needs to be careful because towards his eastern side there are going to be team number 10, and I believe team number 10 don't really have any of their players dead yet. So that,
I mean, they actually have one player who had died in the crossfire between team number 7 and 10. So it's just about 1 person between both these teams. So I think it could actually go either way. If team number 7 try to pick one of their players down, they could actually bait him for getting the other 2 players as well, as we are going to see all 3 people from team number 10 stacking at the same place at the moment. So just about 1 nade could actually end their chances of winning this tournament or this match at least, because that's not going to go dear for them, as we actually see Vinay Moria from team number 23 trying to aim down the side with that shotgun, trying to take down the guys from team number 11. It's actually a good try, managing to do a little bit of damage through the shotgun. I really don't understand how it actually connected, but that's about it. That actually did the damage over there. So I guess they are making their way outside that place. So I guess they are trying to play it safe, because Sujay as well as 1 more player from this team they're actually pretty much tagged up at the moment. So as we are going to look at the zone right now, it is actually favoring the southern part of the continent. So I guess people at the southern part of Gadka as well as Pochinki and the people at military base are not going to really, they are not actually going to go out or try to go for another place to loot, because that seems to be like they are pretty safe, as the next zone will be helping them out.
And we are going to be looking at Georgiapol and Georgiapol City, as we are going to be looking at team number 16 and team number 17, I believe. And team number 17, mind you, they did land in Zarki, and they, as you predicted, made their way to Georgiapol. And we are going to be looking at team number 13 in Novo right here, completely under their control. So they are going to be pretty much level 3 up, as they are going to be emerging out of the zone, because it seems as though team number 13 is going to be in a really good position. And I guess, look at them actually, they seem to be uncontested in Novo, and I'm pretty sure that Novo has enough loot for all of the players in their team.
I mean, yes, usually when you actually drop down to Novo, even though when there are 2 squads or something which are making their way on to Novo, you would actually have enough loot for at least 2 of the people out there in each of the squads. What I'm saying by enough loot is all the top guns and all of that, like the Kar-98s and all of that. Whereas when you are going to go and try to just get the loot out there, you will actually you'll have sufficient loot for your basic needs, like going out for a fight or something like that, even though you won't be full on meds. But given that they're actually the only squad at Novo, that is going to give them the advantage, because the zone is not really going to hurt them out, because it's quite to the western side of Novo as well. So just a little bit of a sprint is going to make sure that they are into the zone. So they also have the villages to the western side of Novo as well. So there's no shortage for loot out there. So it's going to be pretty easy for them to get in the next 2 zones for them. While we are going to see team number 8, who were at military base at the moment, as they are making their way onto the western side of military base. Probably they are going to go for a loot or something like that towards the southern side, because those places are still untouched. You can actually get some meds and all of that out there, while there's not much of a probability of getting a really good gun out there.
And we are going to be looking at team number 9 right here. It's aimed as though they have everything under control, and we are going to be looking at them just gathering up and trying to get into a vehicle so they can move away from this place. And you know what, once they do get out of Severny, they will have enough loot and they have to make their way pretty fast. And you know what, that was a little bit of fail coming there, just ramming into that compound. And there you go, we are going to be seeing team number 9 making their way onto the southern continent. Meanwhile, in Georgopol though, there was a little bit of a fight about to happen there, because the team which did land in Zarki, they were going to be coming down. But meanwhile, we're also going to be looking at team number 11 and team number 23 about to have a little bit of a skirmish, as team number 23's one of their players is going to be knocked out. He's not going to get finished yet, as team number 11's Varun19, he is going to be canvassing the area from the outside, waiting for an opportunity to spot out one of the players from team number 23.
Oh, but look at that, team number 8's player is going to join the party as well. But no, he actually spots all the fights out there and he is going to go down and go a little bit safe, as we actually see Vinay Mohan trying to revive his teammate, but then gets a lot of damage onto him as he stops that revive, and he is actually going to let his teammate down, I suppose, but I don't think that is going to be the case, as he actually made the way onto the building. So I guess he's safe for just about some time at the moment, as we are going to see Sergeant Wolverine for team number 4 is going to knock down one of team number 15's player, as we don't actually see anyone from team number 15 out there, I suppose. So it's not going to be really easy for team number 15's players to come and get the revive, as we actually see Grinchface coming out there to his teammates' rescue, as team number 4 are still at farm and they can actually take this fight, because there are just 2 people out there, one of them being knocked out. So it is going to be advantage for them, as he is trying to, oh, that is a brilliant play coming out there from Wolverine, trying to take out the tires of that buggy, making sure that there is no escape route for team number 15's players, as we are going to see team number 4 going to push out and try to take that fight, because they clearly know that there are only 2 people out there from team number 15. So this would be the moment for them, as the revive is being made, and the revive has successfully been made. So it is going to be a 4v2 at the moment, and we are going to see a fight anytime soon, as we see Sergeant Wolverine with his AK and an extended mag as well. He's pretty much, you know, got the decent loot with all those. Oh, but we actually see Varun knocking out one person, and he actually spots 2 more guys from team number 23, as he is going to engage the fight, as they themselves have about 4 people still, and just one of them who was knocked out, and he was able to get himself revived, as the drop is going to come out. He can actually spot out the drop, but it's quite far. It is quite beyond his reach at the moment, because even if he wants to go and try to take it down, he has to cross team number 23, which seems like a daunting task for him, because there are a lot of people covering the side, and it is going to be a shore as well. So I guess team number 23 are going to play it safe by going underwater or something like that, because that seems to be the only way they can escape.
I feel like even though they get into the water, they will not have an easier way to get out of this little predicament, because team number 11, inevitably, they are going to be looking over that rock, and if they do, they will realize that team number 23 has gone into the waters, and they'll just have to wait patiently for one of these people to pop their heads out of the water, and we are going to be seeing an easy kill or 2, as we are going to be looking at the location and look at how much of a trouble the team number 23 is in right now. So the only way they will be able to escape is if team number 11 are going to be a little bit slow on their decision to peek over those rocks.
I really don't think they are going to peek it out, because I think team number 23 have a good advantage out here, because they can easily spot out the people who are going to go, peek at them from the cliff. And what I feel they can do is they do realize that there is a drop to the western side of them, right in the middle of the sea. So I think they can actually go for the drop, because anyways there are a lot of people from Milta who will be trying to go for the drop, and I think they will not actually go across the bridge, because we actually see a lot of people out there, and I think it can be an easy drop for them, as it is right under the sea, and these guys are having a hard time getting on top of the cliff. So this could actually go either ways, but given that the zone is in their favor, I think there's no harm in trying that, because
even
they still have about a couple of boats out there.
We are going to be looking at the red zone, actually. That is going to be smack down in the middle, in the water area. So if they do stay in the cliffs for long enough, they might just risk themselves getting blown up by the red zone. So they'll also have to account that into their gameplay. And we're going to be looking at team number 11. They are getting a little bit too impatient. They're just going to be canvassing around, looking at every building, making sure that team number 23 are not around. But little do they know that team number 23 have already jumped into the waters.
But if you are actually going to realize, it's not going to be team number 23 who are going to pose a threat at the moment, because team number 1 has already made their way I guess just one of their players have made their way on to farm. So I think this is not going to be a pretty easy, a skirmish for him, because they still are. I mean, he's still going to face about 4 people from team number 11. So I really don't, I'm not really going to lay my dibs on team number 1, because he is, he's got to face the numbers game. So I think it's going to be pretty hard for him, as he is the last man surviving. He's got a Tommy gun, as well as about 25 bandages and just about one med kit and a first aid kit as well. So I don't think he's got a really good chance of getting this. The safest thing which he can do is just try to get out and go for some other place which is quite safe, or probably right in the center of the zone, probably, because it could actually help him for the next zone or something like that, because it's just about in about 15 more seconds we will see the blue zone trying to close in, and we may be seeing a new zone in about 2 more minutes. So let's just wait and watch where it's going to go out.
And we are going to be looking at team number 1, as you said. It seems as though I don't think that he will be able to make out of these buildings alive, as he just closed the door. And I do believe team number 11 might have just noticed that little bit of a moment, so they do know one player is inside of that building, as we do see Naruto TK, because he has spotted out the player actually closing the door. So that means they know that the player is going to be there, and we are going to be looking at team number 11. They're just going to be standing still into these structures right here, making sure that nobody is going to be leaving this place alive.
I think they are playing it really safe, because they have pretty decent loot. At least, a couple of them have it. M24 on to Naruto TK. So I think if, rather than instead of just going and taking a fight, he could just save it and use it for the later stage, because that gun is going to be really vital when it comes to the last 2 zones. So
we are going to be looking at a second drop, actually just a little bit to the west of the first drop, and this is going to be quite a little bit of a situation, because that second drop has a lot of teams around it, and I believe one of these teams are going to be losing their patience. They're going to lose their trigger patience and actually going to go forward, and we're going to be looking at this drop right here. It is in the close proximity of team number 8, and team number 8 seem to just be camping that little farm over there, making sure that any of these unsuspecting people who are going to be coming to lay claim on the loot.
But I really feel they are missing out a really good chance, because the drop is going to have an ARM, as well as also known as AWM. I call it ARM because I'm just used to it. So coming back to the point, they have an AWM as well as a level 3 helmet as well as a vest. So whoever's going to get that drop is going to it's really going to be an advantage for them, as we are actually going to see team number 11 closing in on team number 1's last player right about their building, and I guess he is going to cause some kind of distraction over here, Naruto TK, making sure it's going to unsettle team number 1, and I don't think that is going to be the case. He's just going to be waiting for them to move out so that he could just come out, and that's something really great, as we actually see the second drop in the game, which is still not being contested, as it's right between farm as well as the southern island. So I don't think there are any takers at the moment, so I guess they will be going into the zone. And we really don't see anyone camping the bridge, because that is something which is quite it's quite common sight.
It's quite common in public games, but it seems as though since this is a professional tournament with 50 lakhs, I guess they're not going to be risking that little bit of a play coming in, capping those bridges. And meanwhile, in the second drop, we are going to be looking at one of the teams actually trying to go forward and trying to lay claim, but it seems as though they're not going to do that, and we're going to be looking at team number 11. They are going to be going towards team number 16, and team number 16 are going to get spotted out right now, and we are going to be looking at team number 11 just trying to do a drive-by, but it seems as though they're just going to be staring at them, not really firing any bullets. Okay,
they are actually oh my god, it's going to be one person for team 11 who is going to get knocked out. A beautiful shot coming out there from the ice players, as they are going to actually they can actually total that vehicle out there, making sure that team number 11 are not going to escape, as one of their players are down at the moment. So this is going to be a bad situation for team number 11. They could have actually taken the fight, because either ways one of their players are going to go down, as we actually see the second player from the team going down. Another good shot coming out there from Skarl with a scope out there, as we actually see one person dying down. We are going to see another person dying as well. So it is just up to Sujai at the moment to see if he can actually try to take down team number 16's players. But if you actually realize, there are people from team number 25 as well as team number 14 right in the surrounding of where team number 16 are, and I think they are not going to take a fight with team number 16 and 25, because that is not going to be really safe for them, as team number 14 are actually playing it safe as well. They are going back. making sure that team number 16 are going to be under immense pressure because they are being surrounded by teams all from all the four sides, given that the zone is going to favor.
And the red zone is also going to be on top of their heads, and that is going to be a little bit more incentive for team number 16 to just get inside one of these buildings and camp it out until the zone is not in their favor. And we're going to be looking at team number 9 right here with the Car 98K and an ATEX scope. He will be able to spot out team number 25 just driving by.
Oh, but he actually managed to spot out team number 1's player as well, but I don't understand why he's not going for the shot. Probably he is going to go for that team which were actually going with the drive out there. We actually see team number 9, team number 1, team number 20 and 25 in the close vicinity, and this is going to be a bloodbath anytime soon because all of them are in close quarters as the zone is going to favor the southwestern side of Pochinki. So this is going to be really intense for all these teams out there. We just see about 4 teams outside the zone, so that is something really great coming into this game, as we still have about 62 people and make that 58. That's actually one squad wiped out there, which is going to leave us just with 20 teams, and the drop being put out there right to the southern side of Pochinki. And we really can't see whether some team is going to come and try to take the drop, because we see team number 9 and team number 14 out there at pretty close quarters, as we actually see team number 20 as well coming out there, and team number 6 going for the drop. Finally, this was the first drop coming out there in the game, as this was on the southern side of the sea, right in between the mainland as well as the island. So I think they should be getting this drop pretty easily, as there are 3 people out there from team number 6, and there are no takers at the moment, as the zone is going to come out. It is quite right behind them, so they will be taking some damage, but I don't think that is going to be really hard on them, because given that they have a lot of bandages as well as first aid kits, so it's not going to be pretty hard for them, as the ghillie suit is going to be taken up by one of team number 6's players. So this is going to be really tricky for the other teams, as we actually see one of their players taking out the drop, and we actually saw another team taking out the drop from the other side as well, as we actually see Batshroud trying to take down one of team number 14's players. I really don't think he has any idea where Batshroud is going to shoot him from, and that is a knockout for him, and it's going to be It's Ragnarok from team number 14 who is trying to revive his teammate, as I assume that both of them are the souls, are the survivors of their team. So I think it's going to come out heavy on them, because given that they are just 2 people out there, I think they wouldn't be going for a fight at the moment. They would try to play it really safe, because they know that they are low on resources and they're not really great in terms of the team, because it's just going to be a 4 versus 2 at the moment. So they would be probably trying to play it safe, as we actually see the drop right behind them towards the southwestern side of that map. So I think team number 9 have a good chance. They can probably go and try to take this fight and then go for the drop, but it seems like it is quite far, I guess.
It is quite far, and we're going to be looking at team number 9 just camping out this little bit of a hill, trying to figure out if team number 14 are going to be losing their cool and coming towards the zone, because team number 14 will have to cross team number 9 to actually get into the zone. But it seems as though team number 9 have a lot more to worry about than team number 24, as we are going to be seeing team number 7 also just shooting at team number 9, and we're going to be looking at Batshroud actually getting shot out from behind also from team number 20, and that is going to be quite a little bit of a situation, as It's Ragnarok from team number 14. He is going to be taking revenge for the knockout which team number 9 caused for his teammate, as It's Ragnarok will be able to finish off 1 player from the side of team number 9, as 3 more people are going to be alive. They are going to be getting onto that Dacia, and we are going to be looking at It's Ragnarok. He is going to get spotted out right now, and he needs to actually run away, get inside of the building, and make sure that he heals up and regroups his mind so he can take the fight next. And we're going to be looking at the AK coming in from It's Ragnarok with that 2x scope. So that is, not really a lot of range, but just enough range to do a lot of damage. And
as you just witnessed right now, like he was able to take down 1 person from. He actually got the kill, I would say. He actually got the kill on team number 14's player. That was, team number 18's player. That was allowing them to retreat. So I guess it is going to be a win for them, given that that fight had actually scared them off. They would be going back to retreat, as he was actually getting shot by 2 other people from his western side. So that was pretty tricky out there, but on the same page he was actually able to manage that, given that he was outnumbered, given that it was a 2v4. As we actually have an aerial view of Pochinki, we actually see about 7 teams out there. Team number 24, team number 25, 17, We actually see 4, 12, 11 as well as 9
and the
there.
drop just landing inside of Pochinki right in the middle, and it seems as though it is going to be favoring team number 4.
Oh, team number 4, I mean, this is something right from the god, I guess. It's just landing right on their hand at the moment, because it's not going to be pretty hard for them to go and get the drop. If they have about a couple of smokes, it's going to be pretty easy for them, because the zone is closing in on Pochinki. So we actually see team number 7 right outside, right inside the white zone. We actually see team number 19 right behind them, just trailing behind them, as well as team number 8. So they are actually getting a lot of damage from the zone as they are trying to come inside. So
they have to actually be careful, because team number 7 is quite safe in the zone, and if they just turn around, they will be able to spot out team number 19, at least one of their players making their way towards the blue zone.
And but I think it's going to be team number 19 who are going to be the favorites at the moment, because they actually spot out a couple of people out there. And is he going to try to take him down? No, but I don't think there has been any engaged. Nobody has actually engaged him at the moment, as we are going to see team number 19 just driving through the ridges out there to see whether they can actually probably try to take down people out there. As we see team number 19's Fujik, who is going to get down right now. He's going to get knocked out, and let's actually see if team number 7 can get team number 8 out there. He can actually spot a guy just out there sneaking out there with that AWM. He's going to get that knockout to his name. Can he actually finish it out? Because there is a guy from team number 8 right behind team number 8's knocked out player, who happens to be Bharat. So I guess there can be a revive at the moment, but it is going to be pretty risky, because mind you, just about 50 seconds we are going to witness another zone, another blue zone, which is going to close in. So it's not going to be pretty easy for him to go for the revive, as he is going to spot him down. He is going to try to take him down. Bot shots coming out there, as team number 8's player is going to go inside and try to take the cover. He has a clear idea that team number 7's Indian Deadshot is going to come right in front of him. He is going in front. He is going to get his Carl out, whether to take him or not, it's just about time, and he is going to take him down as well. And that is the end of another team, which is going to leave us just with 44 people alive and 16 teams in the game.
And we're going to be looking at team number 7. It seems as though this one guy was actually enough to wipe out a full team. And you know what? Only 2 people are alive in team number 7, Indian Deadshot and one more player. So it seems as though both of them are spread quite a little bit far apart. But it seems as though Indian Deadshot, he is going to be surrounded by 2 squads, like 2 little displacements from team number 19. And we're going to be looking at Roche 80 right here from team number 13. He is going to be going forward with his squad. All of his people are going to be alive, so that in itself is an advantage. And
but I think team number 7 is going to be in a fix at the moment, because the other person from team number 7 is going to get surrounded by the people who just saw at the moment. And team number 22 is going to one of their players is going to knock out one of the players from team number 23, and that is going to leave him against Rohit 107 2000 against him. And I think it's not going to be a pretty easy one, but no, with just about quarter HP, he was able to take down the last guy from the opponent team, which is going to reduce the number of teams in this game, as the zone is going to oh my god, that was pretty close. The zone landing right in front of him, that was pretty close as well. As we are going to see Roche, who is going to try to take down team number 19's player. He's going to knock down one person. He can actually spot another person from team number 7. Actually, he spots about 2 people from team number 7 as well as another team. So I think this is going to be pretty easy for the guy with the arm, as it's going to deal a lot of damage. He's going to spot Shami, but he takes a lot of damage out of him. His one shot, which is going to connect, is going to try to take him down. He's got an M24, and he's going to knock him down as well. Just about 2 more shots, and that will be the end of one person from team number 7, as it is going to be team number 19's Devesh who's going to take him down, as we actually see him getting fired at by team number 13's Roche 80. A lot of bot shots coming out there from the M24, as we see another person from team number 7 and 19 trying to make it into the zone, while we are seeing the people getting shot out there from team number 7. And it's going to be team number 19 who is just about 1 HP from getting down, but no, he is going to get taken down there, as we see another knockout coming out there. Team number 7's Indian Deadshot is in a spot of bother at the moment, as team number 19's Fujik is going to make his way in the front, as his teammate is knocked out, so he has to run inside and try to take him down, try to revive him. But I don't think that is going to be pretty easy for him, as Roche 80 is just following him right from that place, right from where he's standing. But I think he's got to run at the moment, because the zone is going to pop out right now. Just about 1 more second, and we are actually going to see the zone go in, as he is going to try to take down one more person out there. It's going to be one person from team number 10. He is making sure sure that he is going to be the sniper which he should be.
But you know what? This is not really a good situation, because as he was trying to go for the firing and he did manage to knock out one person, he is quite outside of the zone. And look at team number 13's player right there. He is going to be in a tough situation, as I believe he might just be knocked out outside of the zone. So Roche 80, as much as he did, his efforts are not going to be going to waste, as team number 13, they are going to be getting at least one kill right off the bat.
As you are looking at that, we actually saw a couple of them from team number 13 who are going to go down, and that happens to be one who was actually getting all the knockouts. That happens to be Roche 80, who was actually trying to get a lot of knockouts on to other people, and there he goes as well. It's just going to be 2 people from team number 13 remaining.
And we're going to be looking at team number 4 right here. He is going to be just huddling up in this building with one of his teammates, and this is a 2-story building, mind you, so he will be able to get onto the top floor and will be able to get a little bit of a canvas of the situation, as the zone is going to be in their favor. And we're going to be looking at team number 12's Mad XX. He is going to be just having a keen eagle's eye onto those buildings, that 3-story building actually, because you know there is going to be terrorists over there. So this is one of the best buildings in Pochinki, and we are going to be looking at team number 17. They are going to be huddled up in one side of the map over there in the eastern side, while team number 12 is going to be on the eastern western side, and team number 13, only one of their players is going to be alive. He is going to be making his way from the open land, and he needs to be careful, because if he does get spotted out, that is going to be quite a bit of a trouble. And we are going to be looking at the Vishal VK from team number 4. He is going to be getting knocked out from people from behind, and little did he did not notice that there was a window behind him, and that led to one of the teams which were stationed right behind him to get a knockout onto him. And we're going to be looking at Sandeep Pandey 0. He is going to be giving cover to his teammate as he goes for the heals, while team number 12, they are going to be situated onto the 3-story building, and they will have a really good angle onto any of these teams which are going to be coming forward, as we are going to be looking at him actually jumping ahead, trying to go and save his teammate who was getting knocked out into this watchtower right here, and he will be able to do so without getting killed, I presume.
I mean, yes, team number 13's player was knocking out Mad Double X, and he was taken out there by one of team number 12's player, and that is actually going to actually give them the advantage, as we see the nade being cooked out there from Sandeep Pandey from team number 4, doing a lot of damage onto the team on the opposite side, which is going to leave us just with about 12 people and 6 teams alive. And I think team number 4 are at an advantage at the moment, as they are just with 3 more people from their team. As we see team number 17's Gunjan 25, the last of 2 people surviving in his team at the moment, as he is actually trying to tag a lot of people out, as the smoke is being thrown out there. He's actually throwing a couple of smokes out there so that he can make it he can actually make it into the zone, which is actually quite near, and he's got a VSS as well, which is going to suppress his sound, so it's not going to be pretty hard for him to get those shots, given that the 9mm bullets are not going to do a lot of damage on the long range. But given that this zone is pretty near, he is going to have a good advantage out there. As we see Kamal actually spotting out a couple of guys from team number 24 as well as team number 9. He is going to try to tag them out, but no, he actually does not. He's not able to find them out. That is going to just leave us with 11 people and 5 teams alive. Team number 12 is actually sitting pretty with 4 people alive, while we see team number 4, even though one of their players were taking a lot of damage, he was able to get himself healed up. But but we actually see Sandeep Pandey getting a lot of damage out there from team number 12, and we actually see team number 12 pushing in as the zone is going to come out. The zone is coming out there, and that is going to be the end of one more player from team number 4, as a lot of shots are being fired out there, and that could actually be it. That could actually be the end of team number 4. We actually see 1 person alive from the team, and we actually see about 3 teams remaining, as the next zone is going to be the last zone of the game, as it's just about a time. The nade is going to pop out, and that is going to take down one of their players, which is going to leave us with 7 people, and 4 of them are from team number 12. So I guess this should be easy for them. We still have about team number 17, and team number 9's last player is still alive, and he is actually at a really good place, but I really don't think how much time he's going to stay out there, as we actually see a fight between team number 17 and 12, and that is going to be a victory over there in that fight for team number 12, as this is just going to be about team number 12 and the last person from team number I guess 6.
Well, we are going to be looking at team number 12 right here. They're just going to be healing up. They do have the advantage. All of their people are going to be alive. No, one person actually died to the zone. Sadly, he was getting knocked out outside of the zone, and they could not really go outside to go and revive him because the zone at this point deals a lot of damage. And team number 9, the last player, just look at where he is. I believe if the zone is not in his favor, this guy is, he is going to get royally
there's actually no zone after this. It's just going to go on to the center point at the time. So it's just about who has the the best the better healing and all that, because it's just about time we are going to see the zone close into the center point of that map at the moment. So I guess I really don't think team number 12 can fight this out, because it's not going to really help them out, because I think team number 9 has the advantage, because it's going to be the players from team number 12 who will be visible first for team number 9. So I think Sahib Don has a good advantage, given that the place is he's going to have the first sight at the peak. So if that is not going to be the criteria, I would say that he has no way of winning this, because if you actually realize, it's just going to be one bandage which he has, but I don't really think that is going to help him out, because it's just about med kits as well as first aid kits at the moment, because that is actually going to win you the game, which I feel team number 12 have a lot of them. We actually see Matt XX going with 5 first aid kits, and I think he is going to spot out team number 9's last player alive. So this could be it. This could be the ending moment of the game. The molly is going to be cooked out. So I guess he has a clear idea where he is. Is he going to get burned by the molly? But no, I think it hasn't spread yet. So I think that is going to be pretty safe for team number 9. But I don't think that is going to help him out, because as you can just see at his screen, this is going to be one. Oh, he's actually going to spot Matt XX. He is going for the spray, but I think he is going to go down as well. He's going to get down another as well. What is going on? He actually spots the third one. He's going to be low. That's trying to take him down, but no, it is going to be team number 12.
And you know what? That was really kind of hard, because he did not have. He had to go for the reload. There was no other way that he could have actually played that. And that was just a little bit of. That was very unlucky for him. Like, I believe if he had one more teammate in that little area right there, he might have just survived. But no, he had to go for the reload. He could not even switch for the weapon. And maybe if he had switched for the weapon, he would have had a chance. But that is hoping for way too much. And we are going to be looking at team number 9. He did play really well, but the eventual victor of this game is going to be team number 12.
I mean, yes, they played really well. They played, really commendable. And we actually see Ijaz Wadu with 8 kills from his team. That's actually the most we have seen throughout the tournament, I guess. We actually saw about 7 kills, which was the highest till yesterday. And we actually see Ijaz Wadu breaking that record and making it to 8 kills. So that was a really good game for team number 12. Apart from that, we don't really see a lot of people with more than 5 kills. We actually see team number 7's Abdul with about 4 kills. And I think that is it. And we really saw a close encounter in the last 4 people were. It was really intense. We actually saw the second team actually trying to take down both the guys, all the 3 guys, that is. He was able to get down 2 people. He was able to knock out 2 people. But even though he had an extended mag onto the
AK,
it wasn't actually helping.
He was not able to do anything because he did not have enough bullets. I believe if he had a DP28 or something, he might have had the chance. But you know what? Luck is a major factor in the game of PUBG Mobile, and the only thing you can do to offset that little factor, which is called luck, is if you are prepared enough. And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be back with a short break, but don't go anywhere, because we have one more phone to be given away, because we are going to be announcing the winner pretty soon for the winner.
I mean, one of these phones are going to go out in about some more time, so you just have about a little bit of time remaining. So all you have to do is just like, share, subscribe, and also, the most important thing about this giveaway is that you have to comment !PUBG Mobile, all in caps, on the comment section, because we will be back in about a couple of minutes with while we are going to announce the winner of this first giveaway. So we'll actually be back in about a couple of minutes. So we are quite hyped up, and so I hope you guys are as well.
selfie expert.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to be announcing one lucky winner for one of these beautiful OPPO F9 Pro. And you know what? The OPPO F9 Pro is one of the most premium mobile phones you can get for its price. And you know what it has? It has a 6.3-inch screen. And as my friend usually says in a joking manner, anything bigger than 6 inches is going to be good. And you know, don't read too deep
actually,
into that.
you shouldn't be saying that. You shouldn't actually be saying that. But it's all right. Apart from the size of the screen, I would say what is going to be the the most important feature in this is that it comes with a VOOC fast charge, which means just about 5 minutes of charge is going to get you about 2 hours of talk, as well as just, I would say, a lot of more chicken dinners as well. And it also comes up with a 3.5K mAh battery, so it's not really going to drain out really quick. So I guess that is a phone you would be wanting to buy, and especially play a game of PUBG, because that is why we are here for. Because I would really take this moment to give a huge shout out to all you guys who are viewing this at the moment, and because without you guys this wouldn't have been possible. And I would also take this moment to give a shout out to our sponsors OPPO for bringing this up, as well as these two phones for all you guys. And without further ado,
I believe that the viewers have heard enough. We did promise that we were going to be announcing the first winner of today's live stream, and get the drums rolling, Tango, because the first winner of today's live stream is going to be Rashi Bhalla. Congratulations, Rashi Bhalla, because you, my friend, you have won yourself one of these beautiful OPPO F9 Pro phones. So you know what? You still have a chance to win one more of these. So don't go anywhere. Just stay tuned and type out !PUBG Mobile in all caps and hit subscribe. And I repeat, hit subscribe and type out !PUBG Mobile in all caps. And you know what, Tango?
Because that's a phone which which I think everyone is quite pumped up, and they really want to win. So you still have about a lot of time as well, because all you have to do is, just like how my friend said, you just have to get down on the comment section and keep spamming till we will be back with the next giveaway in the stream. So I guess you have a lot of time, and I think you should be making it count. And with that being said, I think we will be back with our next game pretty soon. So just buckle up your seat belts, get your frying pans ready, because there is another chicken dinner coming out and another giveaway as well after this.
OPPO Selfie Expert.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Old Bear, also known as Siddharth Prashant, and joining me again this evening,
it's yet again Tango, also known as Sriram Vishal, and we welcome you to OPPO F9 Pro PUBG Mobile Campus Championship 2018.
And you know what? The previous game was so full of fun actually, because you know a lot of things were happening all around the map, and you know what? You guys got to see how good of the plays which most of these teams actually made, and you saw the teamwork coming in from team number 12, who actually managed to win that game for themselves. That was quite an amazing play, and we also saw that one of you guys actually won an OPPO F9 Pro for yourselves from the giveaway. So we still have one more of this beautiful phone to be given to you guys. So all you have to do is hit the subscribe button and type it out, exclamatory mark PUBG Mobile in all caps. I repeat, exclamatory mark PUBG Mobile in all caps. And with that being said, Tango, let's actually talk about how exactly the last game went. The last circle, probably you saw one of the player from team number 9, he was just hiding under this little bit of a sewer line, and you know,
I mean, that was pretty exciting, because for a moment I actually thought that guy actually got the game, because when you actually saw the last few rounds, and especially the last about the last zone or something like that, when it was just 4 people alive, and it was just 3 people from the winning team, as well as just 1 person from about the second team, and we almost saw the second guy actually taking out all the 3 people. We actually saw 2 people who he knocked out, and the third person was quite lucky that his ammo was running short and he had the time to reload, and that is something which he actually took advantage of, and that was a really good chicken dinner for that team. And I think we are going to look at another chicken dinner right now, because the second game is going to go live, as we are going to look at the lobby in just about a minute.
And we are going to be looking at the lobby right now. So all the players for this game number 2 of today's live stream are going to be gathered around, and a huge shout out to all of you beautiful viewers for watching the stream. Thank you. And you know what? You don't have to leave it at that. Go ahead and hit like, hit subscribe, and also share this to all of your friends, because you know what? I bet that they actually love playing PUBG Mobile, and I bet they will also love seeing an esport version of this, because the mobile gaming is getting to greater heights with time. And you know what? PUBG Mobile is going to be the pioneer of that, and we are going to be looking at how exactly the things are going to be going forward.
I mean, yes, because all the players have connected to the lobby, and I think it's just about time where we are going to see who is going to get the first blood, who is going to get the chicken dinner, and who is going to get the other OPPO phone which we have in for the giveaway. As without further ado, I think it's about time where we are going to go into the game. But just then, we will be back after a short commercial break, while we will be back with live action coming out there from the second game of today's stream. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are here for the second game of today's stream, of the official stream of the OPPO F9 Pro PUBG Mobile Campus Championship 2018. And we are going to look at the game, which is going to start in just about 10 more seconds, as we are going to see 72 people from this game who have been able to connect, and we will be going and actually finding out who is going to get the second chicken dinner of today.
And you know what? That is not the only prize which we will be seeing. Not just the chicken dinner, we are also going to be looking at who is going to be winning the second OPPO F9 Pro in the giveaway, and we are going to be looking at the plane right here. And the plane also, as usual, has a skin thanks to
Ray NS. He's got a level 56 Royale Pass, and that is going to get him the skin, because speaking of the Royale Pass, that is some kind of a new thing which has come out of recently from PUBG Mobile, and this season of the Royale Pass is going to end in November. So people who have not actually tried this out, I would say that you should be trying this out, because you are going to get a lot of skins like the one you are just witnessing in the plane. And not just that, you will be getting a lot of skins as and when you are going to get those challenges and all coming in front, as we actually see the plane going on from from the military base all up till Kameshki.
And you know what, you're obviously going to be getting a chicken dinner or two, but with the Royale Pass, I believe you will do that in style, with all the costumes that you are going to be getting with that. So you know what, go ahead and buy that, because if you're going to be playing a mobile game which is getting into esports scene, you might just as well contribute to that, because it's all going for a good cause.
I mean, yes, as you can see, a lot of people have these fancy skins, and it's not actually that you are going to buy the Royale Pass. It actually comes up with the game when you are going to play, when you are going to create an account. You by default have a Royale Pass, and it's just about that you need to do all those challenges and all, which is going to get you those points, and those are actually going to get you those levels. And you can actually buy it though, and that is the Royale Pass, Elite or something like that, where you actually get more skins and everything as and when you are going to level up. And I think that is actually a good initiative coming out there from the developers to get this out, and also add a fun element into this game, which is more about which is not just about going and getting those kills and getting those bloodbaths, as you can see.
Doing that in style is what the Royale Pass encompasses in this game, as we are going to be looking at team number 11 right now in the military base. They are going to be looting out those 3 buildings right there, while team number 1 is going to be occupying one of these buildings themselves. So they have to be careful. I believe there is going to be a fight ensuing in no time at all. As looking at Sacred Bunty right here, he is going to be picking up a AK-47 and an M16. So you know what, he is quite sorted out right here. Actually, no, it's not a AK-47. He's actually going to be dropping that for a shotgun, a pump action shotgun. So you know what, 5 bullets, not as fast as the double barrel shotgun, because you can fire 2 consecutive shots, and those are going to be completely deadly.
He's actually going to put that down and take the M4, and I think that is what he was waiting for. Probably his teammate who was on the first floor would have actually told him that probably instead of taking that, you could have just come here and take the M4, and that apparently is what he did right now at the moment, as he is quite stacked up at the moment in terms of guns. He's got an AK as well as an M4, so with that is not really going to be a real hard thing for him, because he's got one gun which can actually he's got actually both the guns which can do a lot of damage in the short range as well as the long range, because both of them have a really good firing speed, and even the range is going to be really good for them as well. As we are going to look at team number 13's Krishna Patel with his UMP, is actually going to spot out people from team number 19, as his teammate Nikhil CR has already made his way kind of right nearby to a couple of players from team number 19, and we are going to see that there is going to be a fight at the moment, as we are going to see all the people from team number 13 trying to go for a fight, as little do they realize that towards their right hand side there is another player from team number 19, and I think if he's going to make a move right now, that is going to be the first blood being drawn, and we are going to see one of team number 19's player going down, courtesy of team number 13's player, as I think they are going to go after Scarecrow 85 from team number 19, which they actually got the sound from, and I think this is going to be a fight between both these people. And let's actually see where they are going to head right now, as we actually see all the people from team number 13 going out there.
And we're going to be looking at team number 19 right there. One of their players actually has a micro Uzi while Scarecrow 85 has himself a M16. So you know what, he's just going to be putting out a little bit of a distance between those buildings and himself, because he knows that team number 13 is going to be charging that anytime soon. But since he did put some distance, he might just be able to get a kill or two if he snipes through these windows. And we're going to be looking at Vishwadip 93. He is going to be spotting out a bunch of these players just trying to go onto the UAV, but sadly he will not be able to tag any of them for any damage, as team number 19, they are going to be going away from that little bit of a battle zone, and they are going to be safe for now, at least until they get some more loot. They're not going to be I guess they won't be participating in any of these fights. They
are trying to play it safe, and that is the reason why they had taken the UAZ. And given that 2 of their players are already down, I think this is a fight they would not be trying to contest, because they are actually down in terms of the numbers game. And even if you actually look at the number of guns and all of that which people have, it's not really going to help them out, as we are going to see the zone spread out towards the northern continent, and at least a little part of it is not at the southern island. So I don't think there will be any sort of favoritism which we actually saw in the first 2 games. Well,
no bridge fights are going to be happening probably. There are probably going to be people, there might just be people who are just going to be dying in the southern continent, because the southern continent is not completely alone. We are going to be looking at team number 7 right here on the screen. They are going to be in Novo, and they are going to be getting a lot of loot. We're going to be looking at Vijay Chandra right here. He does have a level 2 helmet. He needs a vest for himself. Maybe even a level 1 would suffice at this point.
But I think he's got a lot of time. He's just got about 1 more minute, and still the zone is not that far compared to where it is.
It's not that fast either. So
exactly. So I think he will be taking more time and spending his time out here by trying to take out any other loot out here, because Nova is a place which I would say I would actually take the risk of even staying there for about a couple of minutes, because I think that the loot you get at Novo is actually going to help you out towards the later stages of the game.
Throughout the game, actually, because Vijay Chandra, you look at him right here, he's just going to be keeping a lookout outside of Novo, making sure that nobody is going to get spotted out or something, as most of his teammates are going to be in the containers. So it seems as though Vijay Chandra is going to be changing his mind, and he himself also moves towards the containers. Just a little bit of a misclick right there, just running into those barbed wires.
But one good thing is that he's actually found a Dacia over there as well, right at the container, right towards his front, towards his northern side. He actually managed to spot a blue Dacia out there. So the escape route is not going to be pretty hard for them, as all the 4 people can escape through that. And I think it's just about time where they are going to loot it out and just go out to the white zone. And we are actually going to see a team number 22 is Woody, who is making his way towards Rostock, actually. I mean, not towards
away from Rostock.
Away from Rostock.
He is going to be going towards waters and trying to move towards the northern continent, and he might just be able to go to Georgia Pole City, as he is trying to spot out if any of these. I think that what exactly SSJ5 Woody is going to be doing right now is roaming around the zone on the UAZ and tries to spot out the loot, because it is kind of a good thing. Like the first drop is going to be coming down into the white zone, and if you're just going to be roaming around at that point, you might just be lucky enough to spot it out, and you might just be quick enough.
You are right, actually. It actually helps you out in the early game, and the first drop is actually going to be really crucial, as we actually see team number 22 making their way towards Georgia Pole, and I think they are going to go for the buildings at this towards the southern side of Georgia Pole, and that's actually a safe thing to do, as we actually see them going outside the zone, and given that the zone is quite near to them, so I really don't think it's actually going to do a lot of damage.
I mean, like, they don't really care about that. It seems as though Woody is the only person actually traveling in that UAZ. He's just going back to
He's actually helping his teammates out, because both of them
they were all the way in Zarki, so they needed a taxi, so he volunteered to be the taxi driver. And we're going to be looking at team number 16 right here, who are in Georgia Pole as of now, and I guess they would have spotted out team number 23 actually going towards the northern side of the continent. So they will have to be a little bit careful. They have to be wary of their backside. And meanwhile, oh, look at this. Ghost 007MA has an M24 and a Scar L. And he also has a level 3 backpack, a level 3 helmet, but he's going to settle for a level 2 vest. So I guess he is sorted out.
Exactly. That is actually,
that's still a lot of loot.
That is going to really help you out when you are going to go for the team fights, as we are Speaking about team fights and the loot, we are going to see the drop coming out there right on to Stalber, and that is some place where we actually have not seen a lot of drops pop out, and it's going to be pretty easy for team number 25 out there because they are right in the vicinity of the drop, and it's not really going to be a hard thing for them to go and take. So
they're right next to the drop. Actually, they I assume that they actually landed in Stalber, and you know what? Stalber is not really a common place for most of these teams to go. But mind you, it does have enough loot, enough basic loot, if suppose, to carry you on to the next stages of the game. But you know what? They are not just going to be leaving Stalber with that, as there is going to be the drop right there. They're probably going to be looting that and getting at least one person from their team all level 3'd up. And we're going to be looking at team number 6 as of now. He's in Georgopol City. He's just going to be looting most of these buildings right here. And you know what? Georgopol, the containers and the city actually have as much loot. And okay, we're actually going to be looking at team number 4 right here. Team number 24.
Who is going to take the first blood on to team number, I think the team where
team 23,
23 I guess, yeah, team number 23. And I thought actually team number 23 got that because he actually made him to about less than a quarter HP, and I thought that was the moment where they are going to take one of team number 24's players, but that was not the case, and we are going to see team number 13 who are making their way onto the drop. And what is going on? And I thought team number 25 had it, but it looks though as if team number 13 are going to go for the drop.
I guess
as we actually see team number 25. Exactly, I think team number 25's Rohit Ji is going to go and try to bait him out. He has a clear idea that both of them from team number 13 are going to go for the drop, and we actually see Nicholsy are going to take at the he's going to get knocked down as well. A beautiful play coming out there from team number 25, baiting out the people who are going to go and try to take the drop. And we are going to see team number 25 going. They're actually closing the distance. There's another guy right behind the drop, and I don't think they are going to see that. And it's going to be Krishna Patel who is going to knock him out, and that is going to be advantage team number 13. That really backfired for team number 25, even though they tried to get the first knockout out there, but that clearly does not seem to work out for them. And now they are going to be outnumbered at the moment, and it's going to be team number 13 who are actually having the upper edge right now. As we see team number 25 is Rohit, who is making his way, sneaking out in the grass, and he is going to get spotted out there from Mr. Deep, and he's going to get knocked out as well. And that is going to leave it just to one person, I guess, from team number 25, and that is going to be really hard for him. And let's actually see if he's actually going to spot out the guy out there, and if he's going to get it, the drop is going to get secured for him. Stalber's going to get secured for him, and that is going to be a lot of loot for them. And there you go. We still have about one more person for team number 25, I guess.
Well, no, actually team number 25 just got wiped out, and we're going to be looking at team number 13. They actually went ahead and they actually took the bait of team number 25, but it seems as though the bait coming in from team number 25, the execution was just a little bit lacking. As we saw, once they took that first kill, one of the players from team number 25 actually rushed towards the drop, not really looking onto those corners, because he should have actually anticipated the fact that some of his teammates would have been there, and you know, he really did not do that, and he got punished for that, and so did his teammates.
I mean, yes, even though they got the first they drew the first blood out there, they literally got themselves played out there, even though they really got the first.
I guess it's just carelessness coming in from team number 25, at least one of their players.
I actually feel that they probably misread that, thinking that there was just one person out there trying to go for the loot, and that is where they were wrong. And speaking about loot, we actually made sure that one of them looted one of these two phones out there, and I think we still have just about some more time where we will be announcing the second person who is going to loot one of these premium, the second of these premium phones, OPPO F9 Pro, which happens to be one of its premium phones, which comes up with 6.3 inches, which is going to give them a seamless display, as well as
enough room into their hands to actually make the plays happen and make sure that you don't miss any shots in a game of PUBG Mobile. And we're going to be looking at team number 22 right here. They are going to be going towards going outside of the blue zone. And as I was talking about before, we're going to be looking at the OPPO F9 Pro, and the OPPO F9 Pro has this VOOC fast charge feature. So that actually entails the fact that once you have 5 minutes of charge, you will be able to talk continuously for 2 hours. And you know what? Me being a gamer myself, I would actually charge it for a couple more minutes and go ahead and play a couple of games of PUBG, because that might just ensure that I have a bunch of chicken dinners and I might feel better about myself, because you know, gaming is all about that. Gaming is all about fun, and PUBG Mobile is one of the most fun games available in the market. And you know what? It's completely free. It's not even available in the market. It's just available.
I mean,
Yeah,
yes,
it's just available.
that's exactly true. And if you actually want to win this phone and you know, get these chicken dinners as well, all you have to do is just like, share, subscribe to this channel, and most importantly, just lay down a comment. Just keep spamming that box out there with exclamation mark PUBG Mobile all in caps, so that we will be announcing the second winner of today's giveaway in about after some more time once we are done with this game. And if you actually think one of these teams are actually going to win this, you can probably just write them down in the comments which team has a good opportunity, or which team are the favorites out there, as we are going to look into the game again.
Team number 16 actually went onto the UAZ into Severny, and it seems as though they are not completely alone right now, as team number 10 is also going to be in that general area, so they have to be careful. If they just get into Severny thinking that, okay, that's it, it is completely free, that they are going to be so wrong, and they are going to be surprised. And we're going to be looking at team number 11 and team number 24. It seems as though all the teams in the map have gotten themselves a vehicle, and they're just moving around and trying to play this a little bit more fast-paced, and that is completely different from what we saw yesterday and the day before.
You know what?
Yeah.
I'm really not sure whether it's PUBG Mobile or GTA 5, because I see them all roaming around, and we just saw just about a couple or three more of the fights out there, while we are actually seeing all of them moving into the zone, because the zone was not in most of their team's favor, because we actually saw all of them going on to the southern island, the western part of the map, and all of that, but we really couldn't see a lot of people landing inside the zone,
and
which is why actually we are
in the northern side of the continent in this stream, actually, because the previous streams we've actually seen the zone coming in at least in the middle or at the southern side, but never at the northern side, and we keep you know, flabbergasting at the fact that nobody lands at Zorki or nobody lands at Kameshki, but it seems as though people who did land in those places are going to be having that advantage. And speaking about advantages, we're actually going to be looking at the drop also landing smack down right in the middle of the white zone. So it seems as though PUBG Mobile, the gods of PUBG Mobile, have actually favored the north zone for today's stream.
I mean, finally, because that was long waiting to come, because we always had seen the drops and the zones coming out there for the southern part of this island most of the times in this stream. So it's actually soothing to see all that for the first time, as we are going to see more number of first times in this game, because we are going to look at the zone coming in right now. The zone, the blue zone is moving in, and it's just about time where we are going to see when the next zone is going to come out, as the drop is still being uncontested. So I really don't think anyone's going to get this drop, because I don't know, I don't see anyone out there.
I mean,
so
it is in quite a bit of an open space. I think that maybe if a team has an 8x scope or something, they might just be camping it out and making, baiting out some other team so they can get a free kill or so. But I don't think that is going to happen, and we're going to be looking at team number 10 right here. As I was saying, as team number 16 made their way into Severny, little did they know that team number 10 was already there. And we're going to be looking at team number 16 and team number 10. I think they had a little bit of a scuffle beforehand, because they seem to be playing it a little bit safe. They have their crosshairs actually pointed at their general location, and look at the team number 16's Ghost right there with his M24 and a 6x scope. He's just going to be scanning out all those windows, just making sure that nobody is going to be pointing their crosshairs at his head.
I mean, yes, he has to play it really safe, because there's just 2 people against 4, and speaking about Severny, it's right inside the zone, so I really don't think they should go for a fight and try to, you know, lose that opportunity of having the better zone out there in their favor. And speaking about the zone in their favor, I think they could actually get into the white zone right now. It's quite just about 90 meters away from them, so probably even they can actually wait for team number 10 to make the first move, and so that they can actually try to, you know, take about 2 more knockouts out there and try to unsettle them.
Yeah, but I think that if team number 19 actually went ahead, team number 16 actually went ahead and got into the white zone, they might just have the advantage, because team number 10 will have to get into the white zone, and they will have to cross the crosshairs of team number 16 right there.
No, that's what I was trying to tell. The thing is that when that team is actually going to try to make their way onto the zone, they anyways have to cross the crosshair of team number 10, because they are in the way and they are the closest to the zone, and that is when the M24 is going to come into play, and mind you, he's got a 6x as well, so it's not going to be pretty easy for team number 16 to make the move all the way from Severny to going into the white zone without even getting spotted, as we are going to see a skirmish between team number 9 as well as 13. Both of them.
Team number 13 don't have an idea that team number 9 have arrived. They might not have spotted out the UAZ, because there is going to be the tree there. actually blocking the way, and we're going to be looking at team number 13 right here. I don't think they have any idea, but we are going to be looking at a triple threat situation as team number 16, team number 9 and team number 13 are all going to be huddling up in one space, and we're going to be looking at team number 13. They are going to be making their stand on this two-story building, while team number 9 actually, they are going to be right opposite to them, while team number 16, they are going to be making sure that they are also going to be securing themselves a building in this place.
But I think Achu Rock as well as Krishna Patel have already spotted the people from team number 9, because they are hiding right behind the trees and all that, and that's actually pretty evident, because when they were leaning and trying to take it out, and they were actually able to spot about a couple of guys from team number 9. And I think if Ghost or Waris Khan from team number 16 are going to pop their heads out, it's not going to be pretty easy for them, as they can get shot from both the sides. They are in a lot of danger at the moment, so at the moment, I guess they should be trying to spot out the people.
And you know what? There is going to be one more team actually coming their way. And I believe that if team number 9 actually fires the first shot, team number 20 just might come to that side. Because I don't think team number 20 has any idea that people are going to be at this little encampment right here. But if they do hear a bunch of shots, I believe they're just going to be turning around. And as I was talking about that, we're going to be seeing a little bit of a shots getting fired right there. And we are going to be looking at Frodo7. He is going to be getting rid of that UAZ's tires, making sure that team number 16 or team number 13 don't have any way of escape. And I don't think that any of these teams have an idea that there are actually two teams here. They might just spot out one person and believe that, okay, there's just going to be one more team, and that is going to be a mistake which they will regret, because there is just more than 4 people in this zone.
Oh, but we are going to see Snipey, who is going to get knocked out there from the nade from Ghost, and that was pretty surprising, because I never expected the team number 16 to go into that fight pretty soon. And we actually see that nade actually paying off by getting that one knockout, but it's going to be Vishwadeep 93 from team number 13 who is going to be on the receiving end, as you know, just about some more time before Achu Rock had been knocked out. So let's actually see if it's really going to work out for them, as Froad 007 is going to get he's actually on the verge of getting knocked out, while both of his teammates Snipey as well as Crazy Magnus are actually going to go down, as we actually see Crazy Magnus Mage is going to go down first, and Snipey XD is still getting knocked out, and another person going to get knocked out as well, and that is just going to be Froad 007, who is going to be the last man surviving, as team number 20 are making their way as well, and it's going to be team number 21 and team number 11 as well. We are going to see a lot of fights in this particular belt out there, as High Dog is going to get knocked out, and his teammate is going to come and try to save him, but he's actually going through him, but he is going to get taken down there by Skygo.
That was a really amateur mistake coming in from team number 20's player, because he did manage to spot out another player actually running towards him, but instead of going for that shot, he actually went for the guy who was already knocked out, and that was a mistake which he might just be paying for dearly in a few more moments, as we are going to be looking at team number 20 right here. One of the teammates is going to be getting that shot and making sure that he finishes off that player inside of the white zone, and he needs to actually get back and save his teammate, because he is in the blue zone and he is going to be taking to a lot of damage, as one of team number 20's players are actually going to be doing.
I mean, they're actually going to get damaged by the zone as well. 3 of team number 20's players are still inside the blue zone, so that is going to be added damage against them. And we are going to see team number 11 Sacred Bundy getting knocked out there, and a lot of knockouts happening out there. One from team number 20 and actually 2 people from team number 11. So it is going to be really hard for them, and that is the end of Sacred Bundy. And it's really going to be hard for team number 11, as they are going to go out of this tournament, as the last player of his team is going to get knocked out, and we are going to see team number 20 taking that vehicle out, they're taking the Dacia with the help of that
really fancy.
I mean, that was really good.
I mean, if I had to sell out the Royale Pass more than this, I mean, you see it right here. If you want to be driving a stylish Dacia like that to actually, you know, run into combat and make sure they okay, you know what? You guys just painted me wrong. I jinxed that like a boss. And we're going to be looking at team number 20 right here with their fancy ass Dacia. They're going to be going towards the water body. They're going to be going towards team number 16 right here.
Oh, they are going to go right on to the face of team number 13, as well as team number 16 and 15 are going to be right behind them. So this is going to be tricky as well. We see a lot of people heading into the white zone, and I think if 20 is going to go right straight to them, and they can actually get a roadkill out there.
I mean, they certainly can, but it seems as though there is going to be that little bit of a shack which is going to be preventing them from doing so. And if they do stop at that place, they have to be really careful because this is open land. There is no trees. There are only going to be 2 or 3 trees and not really a lot of places where you can take cover. And maybe if you had a ghillie suit or something, you can go prone and blend with the environment, but I don't think that is going to be the case for team number 19 right there. As we are going to be looking at team number 15, they're just going to be huddled up in the shack. And you know what? We did witness a really funny kill in yesterday's stream where one guy was hiding behind the shack's door and he managed to get a kill onto a guy who just unsuspectingly just walked into the shack and got killed. I mean
that's
through the door.
That's actually what happens when you're not even checking your corners in a game of PUBG Mobile. And I guess that was a pretty good example of yesterday's stream, as we are going to see team number 15 out there just, you know, waiting patiently at that shack, making sure they are going to scout out all the people out there right surrounding them. We are going to see team number 9 and team number 12 making it into the white zone, along with team number 13 and 15 who are right behind them. And team number 19 are still outside the blue zone, and that is actually going to do a lot of damage for them. So I'm not even really sure whether they will be able to make it inside the zone. As
well, I certainly think that they will be able to make it, because this zone will not deal as much damage as it does in the next zone, because I believe they also have enough boost and enough healing to actually last into the zone. But the confusing part will be that once they do get into the zone, will they have enough healing to actually last them throughout the game? And as I was talking about that, we're going to be looking at team number 24 right here, laying claim to that little loot right there. So, you know, that is in an open space, so they have to be careful. They are near the river and they might just be able to swim away to safety if any fight is going to ensue.
But I really feel that it's actually a good thing they went for the drop, because there are no other team apart from team number 7 who are making it into the white zone. So that was a pretty easy pick for them, as the only team which was in the zone was team number 16, but they were actually on the other side of that small ridge out there. So that was a pretty easy take for team number 24, as we actually see team number 1 who are making their way across the zone, and they are making their way right into the zone. And we see team number 20 is Abhishek 0899 taking a lot of damage there from the crossfire right now, as we actually see all the teams trying to make it inside the white zone, because this is going to be really tricky, because at this point of time we see a lot of people right in, in close proximity, so we really can't see who is going to get that kill.
Team number 6 right here, we're going to be looking at a lot of crosshairs actually getting pointed into the gas station where team number 20 is going to be huddled up, and we're going to be seeing one of the players from team number 20 is going to be knocked down. He is going to get revived eventually, and look at this right here. We are going to be looking at team number 6 right here. He is going to be going forward, Yash, and he will be able to spot out a few of these players, but no, he does not notice that, and he just might get punished for that play, as there are going to be 2 people from team number 15 behind him, as they are going to be going for the shot, and they will be able to get that knockdown onto Yash right there. That was an amateur.
I guess there's going to be another knockout as well, and that's going to be AK Prime X also going down as well, while they were actually taking a trade out there from team number 15's one of their players, and that is probably going to be a really bad decision coming out there from team number 6, because they already had one person who was going to go for the flank. There was no reason for the other person to come all the way from that, going for the flank and exposing himself, as well as giving a lot of detailed information for team number 15 that people are going to go for the flank, and that is where they lost that fight out there. While we are going to see team number 15's player who is going to get a lot of damage from the zone while leaving his teammate behind, because he clearly knows that this is no time for revives. If he's going to actually stay back, that is going to cost him his life, as he has actually partially boosted himself up, but he is going to go for the shot. But no, that is something you shouldn't have been doing at this kind of stage, but you are going to go down, I guess, because he has no time for any revives. This is sad. He is going to go down, courtesy of team number 7, Siva Hacks, as he's going to take him down. That is going to leave us just with 9 teams and 20 people alive, as team number 16's Vicky Gadvir is making sure that he is going to spot out a lot of people out there. We are
also going to be looking at team number 10's one of their players. He is going to be emerging from that little bit of a house, and he is going to get spotted out by team number 6's player, and he is going to go down. But you know what? That was actually not team number 6, Vicky, actually who got that kill. That was team number 1, a player from team number 1 who actually got that kill. And we're going to be looking at Siva Hacks right here. He is going to be going forward into the zone slowly, just making sure sure that he is not going to get exposed. And you know what? He does have the advantage right now, as he is going to be, he's actually going to be having that little bit of a ridge right there. So that plank will actually make sure that people who are right behind him are not going to be able to see him. So he only has to worry about his front side.
But I feel what he's doing is going to be unnecessary, as we are going to see one of team number 13's players going down at the moment, and a trade being taken down there by one of his teammates. Vishwadeep is going to take down one more person from team number 12, and that is going to make sure that there's only one person from team number 12 remaining, and that happens to be it. As we see two people from his team who are going to get knocked out right now, and we see team number 6 is Vicky, who is going to tag a lot of people from team number 7. Both of them getting tagged from the M16 coming out there from Vicky, as he does a lot of damage for both those guys, and we are just going to wait and see where he's actually going to go and going to place his crosshair at. He spots another guy. He spots Siva Hacks out there. Is he going to go and try to take him down, because both of them are right opposite to each other, and he's got a good angle as well. He can actually spot out both the people out there who are getting a lot of damage there, while we are going to see team number 24's Donny123 is going to get knocked out there, as his teammate is going to go and try to go for the revive, but I don't think he has got the time, as the zone is going to come out in about 1.5 minutes. So he's going to go for the revive, but I don't think that is going to be the case, as one of team number 24's players is going to go down, and that is going to leave us just with 9 people and 5 teams remaining. That's actually the most number of teams we are going to see at this kind of zone, given that just about 9 people are remaining. I think team number 7 are in an advantage, given that there are 3 people out there, and I guess they should be making the most of it, even though they are not really great in terms of the number of guns and the amount of guns they have. While just sticking to a level 1 bet, we are going to see Vicky who's actually going to knock out one person from team number 7. That is going to actually take a toll at them, because they still have about 50 seconds to make a move right now. The next zone is going to pop up anytime soon, so he is taking all the painkillers. He is making sure he is going to get boosted, while we see team number 7's Nikhil Verma trying to make it inside the zone where his teammate is. He is trying to give him cover as he is making his way towards his teammate, but little does he know there are actually a couple of squads coming towards his left hand side, and we are going to see his teammate trying to take a fight out there. It's just about time where he is going to go and try to help him out. The smoke's coming out there from both these teams is actually going to act as a wall. Let's actually see if he's going to get taken down. Yes, he is going to get taken down there by Anshul47 from team number 6, who he was actually trying to go and make the kill, while we are going to see just one person from team number 7 remaining out there. That happens to be Siva Hacks against 2 people from team number 6, who are actually quite aware that there is one guy out there, which is going to leave us just with 6 people and 5 teams.
Yeah, this is going to be quite a little bit of a situation, as we are going to be looking at team number 1, team number 24, and team number 22. All of them only have one person alive, while team number 6 do have the numbers advantage. They have 2 people alive, and team number 7, Siva Hacks right here, he is going to be huddled up in that smoke, just getting a little bit cozy, as he is going to be in a little bit of a situation, as Anshul and Vicky are going to be pointing their crosshairs through that smoke, just waiting to see if any of the silhouette of him actually emerges from the smoke.
Oh, but then Mr. Beat is going to go down as well, and that is going to be about just 5 people alive, and still that is going to be an advantage for them, as they are still with 2 people right now. We see Siva Hacks trying to get inside the zone, as the next zone is going to come out in about 40 more seconds, so that is going to be really that's actually going to help him out if he's going to go to the white zone first, as we are just going to see about 5 people remaining. And I'm really surprised to see just about this is actually the first time we are going to see the last zone where we still have about just 2 people in that, because we usually saw about 3 people out there, and we actually see Anshul going to spot out 1 person from team number 24, and that is the end of team number 22's terrorist, and that is going to leave us just with 3 teams and 4 people alive. It's going to be Anshul and Vicky against Nawaz, as well as 1 player from team number 7. And I'm really that's I think Siva Hacks, I guess.
Yeah, Siva Hacks is going to be in from team number 7. He did manage to evade the crosshairs of team number 6 right here. Well, meanwhile, we are going to be looking at team number 6.
Oh, he's actually spotting one guy towards the left. He's not actually taking the shot. I don't understand why. Probably he actually did not spot him out, as Nawaz is going to try to make sure that he is going to take this advantage. I really don't understand why he was not able to spot out Siva. Oh my god, this is going to be really crazy, because both of them have spotted each other out, and I really don't think Anshul has an idea, as Nawaz is going to try to take the shot. He is going to get tagged, and Siva Hacks is going to get that. That is going to leave him in a 1v2 situation against team number 6, where Anshul as well as Vicky are alive yet. And let's actually see where this is going to go. We are going to see Anshul, who is going to get taken down. He is going to get tagged out there, but I think it's going to be Siva Hacks who is going to go down. Oh, he is actually going to get get taken down there by Vicky over there, as we are going to see the winners of this game. That happens to be team of Vicky over there, taking
team number 6 actually.
Team number 6, exactly.
And Vicky actually played that perfectly well. They were just, you know, revealing one of their players to in the outside, just playing it a little bit more recklessly. So the other guy who is playing safely can, you know, get that return kill if one of these guys get knocked down. And you know what? That little bit of a strategy between them actually worked out completely in their favor, because you know what? In the last zone, we saw a little bit of a scuffle between team number 7 and team number 6, and Vicky was getting a lot of damage done to him, and we did see him actually trying to go near the zone, and he did manage to heal up because he was getting shot from. But even though he used up all of his meds, all of his grenades, trying to get that kill onto team number 7, he still managed to play that just safe enough to not get spotted out by any of the other teams who were in the zone. And
I mean, yes, what you said was right. We actually saw the last zone being too cramped up, I would say. We actually saw a lot of people, I would say about 4 or 5 teams.
People.
Exactly, 4 or 5 teams just with their sole survivors into that zone. And we really saw that the advantage of the numbers game was actually helpful for Vicky's team, or also known as team number 6, to get that chicken dinner. We actually saw him playing it really well, about 5 kills into that game, and that was quite a commendable play. You know, both of them were sticking it out till the end, making sure that both of them, even though one of them got knocked out in the middle, he was able to make sure that he revived him, and then they were able to carry on. They were able to move ahead and get till the last zone, where it was pretty intense and it was pretty nervy of Vicky to just go and try to bait his teammate out. I'm not really sure whether it was a bait, but that was actually a good strategy.
Yeah,
when it's actually going to work out for you.
Or unplanned, if it works
exactly.
for you, it's a strategy, and that was a good strategy nonetheless. And congratulations, Vicky, because you got yourself the chicken dinner of today's live stream. And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be right back with an announcement of the winner, the second winner of the beautiful OPPO F9 Pro in a few more minutes. So don't go anywhere, buckle up your seatbelts, and we will be right back after a short commercial break.
OPPO Selfie Expert.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. For the moment you have actually been waiting, we are going to be announcing the winner of the giveaway, but not before talking about something which we have in store for you. And you know what? We did see this weapon actually getting picked up a lot in today's live stream, and the weapon for today is going to be the M24. And the M24 is a really powerful bolt-action sniper rifle, and it has a lot of power and a lot of range.
I mean, yes, it uses the 7.62 bullets, also known as the orange bullets. That is going to be giving you a lot of damage, as well as, if you actually see, this gun was actually a loot exclusive gun right before the patch, and now you can actually find it at the spawn. So this is one of those guns which are bolt action sniper rifles, so that is going to give you that one headshot which is going to get you that kill, and as I said, that gives you a lot of damage as well. So this is the gun you will be looking for going into the second last or even the last zone. I would say that is going to help you a lot, I would say, right in the middle of the game, and that could actually get you the chicken dinner as well.
And you know what, ladies and gentlemen, go ahead and boot up your phone and try to figure out if this weapon is the one you will be maining in your game of PUBG Mobile. And without any further ado, get the drums rolling, because we are going to be announcing the winner. And the winner of today's second OPPO F9 Pro is Reshma Diokar. So congratulations, Reshma, because you won yourself a OPPO F9 Pro Mobile. And you know what? Thank you for participating in the stream. Don't go anywhere. Just, like, share, and subscribe. And you know what? Tomorrow also come back, because you might just be able to get another phone for yourself. And with that being said, ladies
I would
and
actually,
gentlemen,
you know, congratulate you for winning this, because this phone, you're not just getting some random phone. You are getting the OPPO F9 Pro,
OPPO F9 Pro.
exactly, which comes with a 6.3-inch touchscreen, as well as a 3.5K mAh battery. Also, it also comes up with VOOC fast charge, which is going to get you just about 2 hours of, more than 2 hours of talk time, which is about 5 minutes of charge, and also a lot of chicken dinners as well. Because we would like to take this moment and thank all of you for supporting us, also watching the stream, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you would just do give a like or a share or a comment out there, as we would like to give a shout out to all of you for making this happen, because without you this wouldn't have happened right now. And also a huge shout out to our sponsors OPPO for bringing this bringing this to you guys. Also these two handsome
Beautiful
phones out
OPPO
there,
F9
beautiful
Pros.
phones for all you guys. We will be getting a lot of these phones for you tomorrow as well.
So don't go anywhere and tune into the stream tomorrow, because you are going to be witnessing a chicken dinner, and maybe if you are lucky enough, you might just be able to win one of these beautiful phones.
I mean, not just one, we are going to have 2 chicken dinners and 2 phones exclusively for you guys. And for that, I would just ask you to do just one thing, as we will be back tomorrow at 7 p.m. and all you have to do is just tune in, start watching the game, and just give out the comments. And we will be back tomorrow. And this is me, Tango, also known as Sriram Vishal.
And this is Siddharth Prashant, also known as Old Bear, and we are going to be signing off. So good night and have a nice chicken dinner.
Ciao.
OPPO Selfie Expert.